Creating a catchy IG stories and make money off that is something needed if you're a coach, consultant, and agency owner, or you're just selling it for product. But I see everybody like posting these IG story sequences, telling, yeah, do this way, do that way. But like all of them, bro, they don't even know how to do it. Like they just try to hard sell you without providing any value and just adding fish scarcity, which doesn't have anything positive inside of your business. Like it's just like a bad impact, because it just makes you lose credibility, because people are gonna be like, okay, yeah, this dude is just adding fake scarcity and he's not even proving like the scarcity is real. So like it doesn't make any sense. So please guys, please don't be like these guys that are doing this bullshit. Like do it if you want to stay broke, for sure, but if that's not the case, then become like these guys, become more sophisticated. Look at these guys, bro. They know what they're doing. Like they're kicking so hard. They're cooking so hard. And that's exactly what I do on a daily basis for me and for my clients. I'm gonna reveal the exact systems that I've leveraged for my clients to be able to make 11.3k with a story sequence. Literally 3 stories, couple of words, a CDA. That's what it is, bro. Literally. So let me help you cook some insane story sequences. Before starting, I'm gonna tell you that you can literally copy and paste this entire system and make a shit ton of money for your clients as well, or for yourself if you're selling something online. Okay, so let's get straight to the point. The first point is understand the audience and identify the ICP. To create a story sequence that resonates, you first need to thoroughly understand your audience. So this involves researching your audience, use surveys, polls, and direct conversation to gather insights into their challenges, desires, and needs. You're gonna have this clear inside of your mind, okay? So when you have enough data, enough insights, enough conversation, because conversation are the key to really understand the pain points, the desires, the fears, the needs, the failures of your ICP, of your clients, of your audience. Because remember that doing market research doesn't mean that you know shit about your client, about your audience. You're doing market research about the market, no research about your audience. So get specific with that, okay? Analyze customer feedback and reviews to understand what they value and what they're where they're struggling. Something that I find really useful is before starting to put the story sequences, just try to have as much genuine, true conversations with people as much as you can. So just try to get on calls with people, random people, ask them questions, do these kind of things that I told you here to do, and it's gonna be really useful for you. Define your recipe, so who they are, the demographics, the age, gender, location, etc. What do they want, goals, aspirations, where do they want to get, so the desired outcome. What are their pain points, frustration, obstacles, bottlenecks, however you want to call them. Where do they spend time online? So social media platforms, forums, IGX, TikTok, whatever it is. By having a crystal clear picture of your recipe, you can tailor your messaging to speak directly to their hearts. Because this doesn't apply only to IG stories, IG sequences, but actually to your business, to your offer, to your messaging, to your framing, to your positioning, to everything. Because you can't make money if you target everybody. You need to have clear inside of your mind who you're targeting, like who you're talking to, what kind of things you're doing, like who do they help, how can they help them, with kind of unique mechanism. What kind of problems are you trying to help them solve? You know, you gotta get specific with every single thing that you do. Whether it's your offer, IG sequences, ICP, market research, audience research, you just gotta have data. Data is key for you to be able to scale and do like data-driven decisions. So, the second point is target pain points, okay? Targeting pain points. Pain points are the driving force behind any successful story sequence. When you highlight these pain points, your audience feels seen and understood. Here's how to target them effectively. Okay, so keep this in mind. You need to be targeting pain points. You need to be talking directly to your audience, because understand that attention spans are getting lower, year by year. People have an attention span which is so fucking low. So make sure to optimize your story sequences, understanding this concept, and making sure that you're able to catch their attention. So, empathy mapping. What are they thinking, feeling, and saying about their problem? What keeps them up at night? That's why you gotta go in depth with things. Cause bro, this isn't the kind of thing that you can understand by doing like 20 minutes of market research. This is not just the case. If you wanna become more sophisticated, if you wanna make more money, you need to be talking directly to their problems, not even to them, but to their mind, which is a lot harder. You're not talking to logical decisions, you're talking to emotional decisions, which are a lot harder to make them do something if you don't have enough data and if you don't have enough understanding about them, okay? Highlight the consequences. Show them what happens if their problem remains unsolved. Use examples and scenarios that they can relate to. This is the exact same thing when you hop on sales calls. You gotta do these things, bro, because you don't even know, like if you don't know these things, bro, how are you supposed to make them buy? you can understand every single concept that is becomes not like I'm not saying that you need to be like a psychologist sociopath, like you don't know like the psychological side of things, which is completely good, but you gotta have some kind of understanding about psychology of your audience. You gotta have like some basics knowledge about that, because if you don't have that, like how are you supposed to understand what reason did do they buy? Do you think that funnels will make them buy? Do you think like that an offer with a guarantee will make them buy? No, bro. It's a lot deeper than that. That's why you're stuck at 5K a month, 10K a month, and you have an hour time scale. Exactly for this reason, because you know the surface level of things, you don't know the depth level of things. So position your service as the solution. Introduce yourself as the bridge between their current pain and their desired outcome. Make it clear how your solution eliminates problem. This is key, bro. This is key. You gotta solve the entire gap for people, for them to be able to trust you enough to be like, okay, this guy knows something. He understood my situation. He's been able to correctly talk to my exact problems. I feel like his solution is the best solution for me to solve the gap that I have, to bridge the entire gap that I have. Okay. Third point, provide upfront value. Providing value upfront is one of the best ways to build trust and authority by offering exactly actionable value before asking for anything in return. This could be educational content, so the kind of content that you should be posting. Educational content is the key. So short tips, hacks, or strategies that they can implement immediately to improve their current situation. Case studies and testimonials. This just makes you more credible. This builds credibility, trust, and it's just like another mental trigger. They're like, okay, this guy made results for other people. He can do the same thing for me too. Okay. Quick wins. Offer free resources such as checklists and mini course for templates that can solve a small part of their problem. This creates a win and position you as the expert they trust. That's why lead magnets work so fucking well, because you're providing value upfront. People don't have to do anything other than comment a certain word to trigger the main chat automation, and it's just gonna make them receive the free resource that is gonna help them. Okay, so when people feel they've gained something valuable from you, they're far more likely to engage with your service once again, because they've just been like, okay, this guy helped me, is gonna do it more times because the value is actually good. He constantly posts like lead magnets, free resources, free trainings, and things like that. He actually cares about me. He knows something that I want to know. So just let me come to him. Let me slide through his DMs. Let me start a conversation. Let's see if he can actually help me. So just try to leverage these three concepts in the proper way inside of your IG stories and leverage these story sequences, because IG sequences are like a concept, but before that you could add like a hype up sequence. You could just warm up the audience for them to be able to convert the most through the IG stories. You gotta have a CRM, you gotta have pre-booking flows, post-booking flows. The sales process needs to be dialed in, automations needs to be dialed in, backend system, same things. Okay, so story sequence is like the surface level. Everything that is under story sequences is in-depth things. So if you'd like me to go more in depth with these kind of things, just shoot me a message on IG. We can open a call or directly book a call with me, and we can talk only for like IG stories for an hour straight. I don't care. I can actually help you with that. What gurus aren't telling you? This is the most valuable thing that you're gonna see. Using storytelling to build connection. Stories are a powerful way to connect emotionally with your audience. Here's how you can craft compelling stories. Hero's Journey Framework. This is something so fucking relatable. Introduce a relatable character. It could be you, a client, or a fictional persona who faces a problem. Show their struggles and how they found your service as the solution. Highlight the transformation they experienced after using your service. This is actually key. This can actually enter the people mind and be like, okay, it's like if they're entering somebody else's shoes, like they're in their shoes and they're just living the entire customer journey that the client or yourself have been going through, and they're gonna be like, okay, this is so relatable to my current situation. So if I pull the trigger and I buy his program, I buy his thing, I slide through his DMs, I hop on a call, I'm gonna learn something new and I'm gonna solve all the problems that I have. This is a crucial mental trigger for them. Incorporate emotions. Emotions are the key, as I told you multiple times. Use emotions like frustration, relief, and excitement to make them story engaging. Focus on how solving the problem made their life better. Okay? The Hero's Journey Framework is something amazing, bro. Amazing. And the story by inviting your audience to take the next step with you. For example, if you're facing the same struggles, I'd love to help you achieve the transformation too. So send me the word help and I'm going to help you. Okay, then you can leverage the sales process how you want, the entire conversational flow. You can have a lot of things in place in order for you to make the most out of these IG stories. But yeah, if you don't have them in place, it's gonna be amazing. But it's not over yet, okay? This is a little bonus. But why? Because I actually care about you and I want to help others. Because this is something that nobody told me to add to the video. It's just something that I feel like it can actually be really, really beneficial for you and for your clients to make them a lot of money. So follow the framework, copy and paste, and you're gonna make a shit ton of money with your IG stories. So the story sequence looks something like this. Hook, grab attention with a bold statement, answer pressing fact or a relatable question. Identify the problem. Outline the common challenges your audience faces. Use a phrase like, I know how frustrating it is when, and you go on. Provide value, share tips, insights, or a quick win that addresses their challenge. Example, here are 3 simple strategies to blah, 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 blah. It depends on the strategy that you want to use on your IG stories, to be honest. It really depends on that. On the framing, on the positioning, on the kind of offer that you're selling. It depends on a lot of factors. Tell a story. Use a client success story or your own experience to illustrate how your solution works. Example, let me tell you about blah, 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 blah. When they came to me, starting point, how the journey looked like, and and the end point, so the desired outcome. This is exactly like the same framework that people leverages when they do testimonials. It's the same thing. Offer your solution. Present your service as the next logical step to follow. Because if you're able to make them feel understood, if you're able to target them emotionally, logically, and unconsciously, their logic mind will tell them, okay, this touched my heart. Like this is different. This is something that I need. So if you touch the heart before their mind will automatically trigger and be like, okay, let me pull the trigger and I want to buy it because this thing I feel like it's the right thing for me. CDA. Direct your audience to take action. So book a call, sign up, DM me, whatever it is. Example, DM me the word ready and let's get started. This is something, bro. This entire framework, this entire system that I just explained in like 10 minutes is something that can make you shit ton of money. But understand that there are levels and levels and levels and levels. There are strategies, framing, positionings, marketing. You understand a lot of things. So this is just the surface level. If you want me, to come in the business and plug and play every single system that I have, from offers to stories, sequences, to marketing, framing, positioning, content, everything, just send me a message on IG, book a call directly with me, and we're gonna speak. We're gonna actually see if we could be a good fit, if I can actually help you make a shit ton of money in the next 90 days. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. So thanks so much for your attention, guys. I hope you can have a good rest of your day. Bye.